Good morning. Today is Monday, July 28th. I hope you enjoyed the weekend. I know that I did. Let's get ready to jump into another week. This is Wake Up with KERA News. I'm Andrew Garcia. We'll sadly see a return of a heat advisory today as temperatures reach just above 100 degrees, though it'll feel a lot closer to 107. So stay cool and stay inside when you can. A new study says regular exercise may reduce your chances of early death by up to 40%. We'll learn more after the news. Frisco ISD told some parents last week their child's information is being subpoenaed over a fatal track meet stabbing in April. The subpoena is requesting the names, contact information, and addresses of students who attended the track meet. High school senior Carmelo Anthony has been charged with first-degree murder for allegedly stabbing 17-year-old Austin Metcalf after an altercation. Parents have until tomorrow to contest their child's information being subpoenaed. The Bengali Film Festival of Dallas returns this weekend to the Angelica Film Center. Now in its 8th year, the festival features South Asian film premieres, celebrity panels, and a red carpet fashion show. Founder Arik Yassin Ujjal says the event celebrates both global cinema and the growing Bangladeshi community in North Texas. The festival runs from Friday, August 1st through the 3rd. We all know exercise is good for us when done safely, and that means indoors for most of us during this time of year. But here's another reason to get moving. A new study concludes regular exercise can possibly reduce your chance of early or premature death across all causes by up to 40%. That's after comparing past studies of people who did not exercise with those who just started. Tyler Ingersoll, a sports medicine and family medicine specialist at Texas Health Harris Methodist Hospital, explains how and what type of exercise can have that kind of impact.
Regular exercise shows that cardiovascular benefit, the reduction of all-cause mortality, meaning the more you stress that heart, the more you promote oxygen through the blood flow to the different tissues and muscles, can improve chronic disease management. It can lower your risk of cardiovascular disease, whether it's from reduction in atherosclerosis. It can remodel your heart to make that pump stronger to lower your risk of hypertension. And controlling both of those things overall will reduce that risk of suffering a premature heart attack or stroke.
Does any one type of exercise produce this result over others?
Traditionally, it used to be cardiovascular benefit, but now we're seeing a significant impact in resistance training. So unfortunately, with obesity rates in the United States continuing to climb, 1 in every 5 patients is considered overweight and 1 in every 3 individuals is considered obese. Resistance training is the only statistically significant improvement to translate into meaningful fat loss. And fat loss reduction, or 10% of your body weight reduction, overall has a significant impact on metabolic health. When someone is exercising with cardiovascular endurance, either on a treadmill, walking, or on the Stairmaster, they're improving their heart health. That translates significantly in hypertension and cholesterol disease. However, the resistance training is more beneficial for the weight loss. And so less weight an individual carries will certainly translate into long-term health.
What exactly does resistance training do to achieve that effect, though?
It increases that GLP signal. Now, the GLP signal, which lives in the stomach and the gut, that also is found on the muscle cells and the muscle receptors. So it's a normal hormone that lives in the body that is more directly activated when you stress the muscle with resistance training.
So now, how do you begin with this if you're not exercising now?
Baby steps. If you don't have any access to weights, you can use everyday objects like a gallon of milk or a can of soup or your grocery bags and load it up with common household items to allow you just to get 5 or 10 pounds at a minimum. One popular trend that I find when I'm talking with patients is the benefit of weighted vests. One common question is if it actually is doing anything. Is this something that has weight behind it, or is this something that's more of a fad? And the bottom line is there's 3 important things to take away. Weighted vests are really important when people use them for walking because it increases your metabolic demand, which increases your heart rate, allows more oxygen to go to those muscles. So this is a good cardiovascular benefit. A second benefit is that it allows more lower body strength and power. So when you have more weight on your body, it requires more force to get moving, and that in turn strengthens that lower body chain. And when your quads are stronger, it allows your bones to be stronger and reduces your risk of falls. And then lastly, any overweight individuals that are wearing a weighted vest when walking or exercising, over a 4-week period, it has been shown to lead to a 10% reduction in their fat and improvement in their lean muscle.
Obviously, the earlier you start regular exercise, the better, but is it ever too late to try to achieve that benefit?
Absolutely not. Even if you are considered a later adult or you're beyond age 50, if you start moving now, you can still see that improvement or 40% reduction in cardiovascular benefit and drop in all-cause mortality. It's never too late to exercise. I try to encourage every patient that comes through the door that exercise every day if you can.
That was KERA Sam Baker speaking with Tyler Ingersoll of Texas Health Harris Methodist. The Rangers won all 3 of their games against the Braves this weekend, with yesterday's game ending with a final score of 8-1. Hopefully they'll take all that confidence with them as they take on the Los Angeles Angels. It's not too late to make sure your pup has a full summer camp experience. Summer camp at WAG Hotels is on today through the 8th. They'll enjoy themed days of enriching activities in a safe and fun environment. For more information and some other fun things to do, visit our Go See DFW calendar at kera.org/calendar. Thanks for listening to Wake Up with KERA News. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia. This show is produced and edited by Shardae White and Bekah Morr. For more news in your inbox, visit kera.org/wakeup. That's where you can subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA News newsletter. You'll get a more in-depth look at the news with plenty of good morning vibes. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at KERATX. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.